Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Cocaine as recorded by Cale on guitar. Now there's a lot of lessons on the internet for the Eric Clapton version of this song, but the original writer was actually a guy named Cale, who I feel is really underrepresented in the guitar community, and he's just an incredible musician. Now his original version of this song is in a slightly lower key than Eric Clapton's. Eric Clapton does it in the key of E, but this version today we're going to look at is in D flat. And it has just a little bit more of a mellower vibe to it. Now the chord changes are basically the same as the Eric Clapton one. So if you know the Eric Clapton one, you're going to move the key to play the Cale one. And once you learn the Cale one, you'll be able to go and play the same chords for the Eric Clapton one, just in a different key. I'm going to break it all down for you step by step, and even at the end, make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to show you some of those lead parts as well. But before we jump in, I want to hook you up with a gift right away. If you're new and haven't downloaded my Fretboard guide, you're going to want to grab this at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire neck. And it's really going to come in handy if you want to play some solos over this progression, or even understand what I'm talking about when I say moving the chords around the neck, and how you can start to visualize this stuff and put it all together. So I want to give you that completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. All right, well, with that said, let's break down this song. Let's break down how to play Cocaine as recorded by Cale on guitar. Now, we're going to start off with the main progression, and we've got just this 2-bar riff that uses 2 chords. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is all based around just a D flat chord and a B chord, just 2 bar chords here. And if bar chords are too hard, you could play these as power chords as well, like this. And that sounds really good too. Now the thing about this, as opposed to Clapton, see, Clapton does this in a higher key. He plays it up here, he goes. Now Cale does it more in this, it's got a different sound down here. It's in a lower key. And it's just more of a laid back feel to it. So let me show you what I'm doing. I'm playing the 4th fret on the 5th string. And then I'm playing a major bar chord off of that note there. So the way you can do it is you just bar down and you get the 6th fret on the 4th string, also on the 3rd string and on the 2nd string. So it's 4, then 6, 6, 6 here for your bar chord. Now, there's a lot of different ways you could do it. Fingering wise, you could use your index and your pinky, or your index and your ring, or even all 3 like that. Whichever's comfortable for you, I would just pick away and then stick to it, and then later, you know, I can interchange these things, but if these are new to you, just stick with 1 for now. So here is that first chord, which is D flat. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop it down 2 frets, and that's gonna be 2, 4, 4, 4 for the next chord, B. So D flat, B. Now here, we're muting the low E and the high E, so those strings are just muted. We're gonna do 2 strums on the first chord. Then we're gonna drop it down to the 2nd chord, B, do 1 strum, and then bring it back up. So after that, we do a rest here with your strum hand. So 1 and 2 and 3. Now I'm also using all down, so I'm not down, up, I'm going down, 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 and then the rest. Rhythmically, what I'm playing are 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3, and so you can count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then on that last and in the measure, we're gonna jump back down to the 2nd fret, so it's gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we let that ring for 4 beats. That's tied over to the second measure. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and that's it. 2 and 3 and 4. Now for Clapton, just bring it up to the 7th fret, right? It's the same chords, and this is the beautiful thing about a progression like this and just being a guitar player, is you can just slide these things around. You could do it in any key. The key is what note you start on there for this song. So here it's D flat, but if I bring it up to the 7th fret, it's E. Now I have seen some different versions, like sometimes J.J. Cale does this in A. Like I've seen him do it in A as well. So, you know, again, it's just a chord progression. You can move it around, but as long as you're going and you're playing that rhythm, da 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 da, that's really what makes it the iconic, you know, cocaine progression here. So that goes over and over for the verse. 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then from there, when we're coming out of this progression and going into the chorus, or this little refrain where JJ sings, she don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie, cocaine, you know, we're gonna go like this. Here's how it comes out, 3 and 4. And then we're back to, so that's the she don't lie, she don't lie. What I did was I'm playing the progression, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we normally let that ring for a full measure. And 2 and 3 and 4 and, but when we're going to the chorus, we're gonna jump back up to the D flat there. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. We're changing with the words. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. So that's D flat, then down to B. Then we're gonna go to A here, which you could do like this. I'm just keeping it all as a bar because I'm gonna need to bar for the next chord here. So this is 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. And then drop it down one more fret, 4, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, and you're on the final chord. And we hit that on beat 3, 3 and 4, and then we rest on beat 4. So we're gonna mute the strings with both hands. So all together, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that break is, you know, that's what J.J. Cale's singing, you know, cocaine. So here it is one more time. I'll start with that progression, and then this is going to transition us into the chorus. A lot of kind of syncopation there. The chords are playing on the ands, and then we end on the beat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and then right back to the main progression. All right, just as a few bonus licks, there's these really cool double stops that JJ plays over that progression. So when they go to the solo, it's just the main progression going over. And these are the cool double stops that he plays. So this is just a cool part that's kind of Jimi Hendrix, you know, with these unison bends here. We're gonna play the 8th fret on the 3rd string and then the 6th fret on the 2nd string. We're gonna bend up that note on the 3rd string to match the note on the 2nd string, like this. So I'm trying to keep this one as chill as I can and then push up the note on the 3rd string. Then you slide up, you keep the shape the same, you go up to 9 and 11, and you do that same move, so. And then again, it goes up to 12 and 14, so. And one more time with the chords. Make sure you get down those two main sections. So we've got sort of just the main progression, which goes between those two chords, and then the walk down, which you hear right before, the break, and then, of course, the classic hook, cocaine. So practice those, and then when you're ready, go and play them along with the recording. And to help you even more, make sure you download my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire neck. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. Next, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below and let me know your #1 struggle with guitar right now. If we could sit down and I could help you, what would you ask me? What is your struggle with guitar right now? Just comment it down below. Thanks for your support with the videos, and we'll see you in another one real soon.